The following Nasdaq Behind the Bell podcast was recorded live at the 2017 NRF Annual Convention and Expo, retail's big show at the Jacob K. Javits Convention Center in New York City. Here are your Nasdaq hosts, Bradley Smith and Josh Matches.
Hey everybody, you are tuned into the Behind the Bell podcast here at the NRF Innovation Lab. A lot of people looking on to this segment, and I'm really excited about it. Everybody's excited to see Kegan in here, so we'll be introducing her fully in a second. But you've got Brad Smith here and
Josh Matches.
And so we are again here live. We've been broadcasting, podcasting all afternoon, and it's been a grand time, Josh.
It's been a fantastic time.
Absolutely, I feel like a sports commentator. We're kind of
you are a sports commentator.
Oh yeah, he's really set up for this innovation right here.
Ready for the big shot.
Right. So without any further delay, we're joined now by Kegan Schouwenburg, who is the founder of SIZERIGHT. Great to have you here.
Great to be here.
Absolutely. So what do you make of this whole show? How has it been?
Well, my feet hurt right now.
Your feet hurt a little bit. Well,
even with the custom orthotics?
I could use some custom insoles. No, it's been amazing. I've been so impressed with how many people have been here. I mean, we've just since 9 a.m. this morning been talking. So it's a great turnout.
Absolutely. So tell us about SIZERIGHT. How did it get its start?
Yeah, so we're actually about 3 years old. We started the company Soles Systems with a goal of making custom fit footwear affordable and accessible for everyone. We've taken 2 products to market to make custom fit insoles, and as we began to work with more shoe brands, we just heard brands asking us again and again and again if they could use our technology just to help guide their customers in buying shoes online. And you hear the question enough times, and suddenly you do something about it. Right. So earlier this year, we started development of a new product, SIZERIGHT. It's an app that you take 2 photos of your feet, we pull a couple measurements, and we help guide you to the pair of shoes that's going to be most comfortable.
And so are you able to actually buy the shoes through the app, or is it the app just keeps your shoe size and connects you to the retailers?
Yep, that's exactly right. So we think of it like a universal sizing system, like a new standard in shoe sizing that makes sense of the madness that is footwear. We have a little widget that we drag and drop onto retailers' sites. So when you're shopping, for example, on like Nike.com, you could click the Get My Size Right button, and it would automatically contact our API and pull back a recommendation in the shoe you're browsing.
Absolutely. Now, Josh, I don't know if you've run into this problem, but me for certain, and Kegan, we were talking about this earlier, I just recently bought some LL Bean boots, trying to get ready for the winter, and they told me when I was in store, you actually have to size down almost a size and a half, which,
There's no consistency in the shoe industry.
Exactly.
It's a mess.
So that's the major issue that this is addressing, because if I would have bought online, which is what a lot of people, customers included, will tell you to do, just purchase your Bean boots online.
Well, why do you think people or retailers like Zappos have one-day returns? Because nobody gets their size right.
Exactly.
Totally. And
SIZERIGHT gets your size right.
Exactly. So, but seriously though, the returns are crippling to the industry. I mean, for footwear, you can see starting at 30% up to, we've heard as high as 50% for brands that are experiencing returns, and you're not even talking about the people that just aren't buying online because they're afraid to and they don't feel confident in that decision. So we think there's a huge opportunity both to help people that are already doing it and really reduce returns and save money, but also to help new people.
It makes so much sense. I've been burned so many times buying shoes online that literally, unless I actually know my size in that brand, I won't buy it online.
Totally.
Yes. We don't want you to get burned, Josh.
I don't want to get burned, and I hate returning stuff. Returning stuff is the worst.
I have a pair of Vans that I've never worn sitting in my closet because I braved Zappos, and it was like, I'm going to order, and I ended up buying 2 pairs and 2 different sizes, and neither of them fit, and they're still sitting there because I didn't return them.
Oh my gosh.
Well, and sometimes stuff like that is so cheap, it's like
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
It's too much of a hassle.
Absolutely. So in terms of growth, what do you see for the next year and a half at SIZERIGHT?
Yeah, we've had an amazing response from brands so far. I mean, clearly it's a pain point, right? Since we started working on the technology and talking to brands back at Magic in August of this year, I think we've had conversations with over 300 brands.
Wow.
We've got 75 that are waiting to get going, and that's not even talking about the third-party e-commerce sites, which is where it gets really interesting. So we're really excited to move towards that. We see, the next year is really being about just bringing as many brands on as we can, specifically brands in the performance sector where, fit can really make or break a shoe, and men's dress where the shoes are so unforgiving, and frankly, most men don't know what size shoes they are anyways. No offense.
I have no idea. It's cool. I just experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about European sizes.
Oh yeah, and the international problem.
You just got to put some tissue in the front. That's all it is.
Nobody wants to do that. But then as we move towards the later part of the year, that's when you'll start to see us pop up more and more across third-party e-commerce. So looking at how we can broaden that base and begin to expand.
Will you allow brands to start to utilize some of your other technology to make more custom fits?
Long term, we think that there is an amazing opportunity to use this technology as the foundation for custom footwear. Absolutely. Like, it's always been my belief that's where the industry is going. And I think, looking at the past year, we've got Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, these major performance brands that are very clearly stating like our future is custom. And so if you think about the idea that you could put your size on file with SIZERIGHT, and then maybe 2 years from now, that size could be used to power custom shoes for you, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, because nobody's a 10 or a 10 and a half.
No.
I mean, that's just arbitrary sizes made up by the size gods.
Yeah, totally. I actually found out through this that size is based upon this unit of measure from the UK called the barleycorn.
What?
It's
the more you know.
Isn't that the name of a bar in Lower East Side?
The barleycorn.
It probably should be. But it's about 1/3 of an inch, and that traces back to the arbitrary sort of measurement between shoe sizes. So there you go. That's
Wow.
complete lack
We're
of standardization.
learning a lot here on this
Learn something
innovative
new
podcast.
And you know what? We're looking on over at your section, your booth over there, and it is a gaggle of people
It
over
really
there.
does look like it.
It is
so
swarmed.
I hope they're doing okay.
Yeah. Well, we're going to let you get back over there in a couple minutes. But, before we let you go, we've got to know about your entrepreneurial journey. Like, what was that like?
Oh, wow. So I started the company 3.5 years ago. I was at another well-known New York startup, Shapeways, before that, where I had built out a factory out in Long Island City, which we had called the Factory of the Future, and we were 3D printing, custom products every day, just thousands and thousands of products, and people started using the technology for shoes. And I saw that, and I was like, okay, well, if we can make shoes, we can make like great fitting shoes. Like, let's not just make these like weird 6-inch stilettos. Like, let's make comfortable footwear. And saw that and started Soles, and right off the bat just met some amazing people who have helped us in this journey. But we're excited to be a part of the footwear industry and excited to see the transformation that's happening right now sort of across the sector.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. I mean, it's such an incredible space to be in, and one that we are super excited to see evolving somehow. And thank you.
Absolutely.
Likewise.
I've had enough shoes that don't fit, so I need to start getting some that do fit.
Totally.
If people see me doing the penguin walk a little bit too much.
So, Brad, after this, we should go over there and write SIZERIGHT our feet.
Yeah, you got to get your size right.
I got to do that tomorrow. I didn't wear the right socks for that today, but we'll do it
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
All right.
We'll be here.
For sure, absolutely. Well, definitely great to have you here, Kegan, and it's such a pleasure to see some of the innovation that's coming forth, and especially from young minds like yourself. So amazing to have you here.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much for having me on the show.
Definitely. Thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you all for listening. Hey, that concludes the Behind the Bell segment for the NRF Innovation Lab podcast here today.
Well, just for today, but we'll be back tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow, so don't fear. Coming at you fresh, live again tomorrow. What's our times tomorrow? We're here from 12:30 to 2, I believe it is.
12:30 to 2.
Awesome. So listen in, Behind the Bell from Nasdaq, back at it again. Once again, I'm Brad.
And I'm Josh.
And we'll be coming back at you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for listening in.
Thanks for tuning in.